so you can play. MiniWarGaming's Beat the Cooler Bat Rap!
Hey there, MiniWarGamers. Owen here with Matt to play a game of Warmachine. 35 points, Khador against Menoth.
Close quarters.
Yeah, that's the map. So who can hold the flag? And we'll show you the armies that we're bringing. We haven't rolled off for who's going first or anything like that yet, so stay tuned for the armies. And so here we have match 35 points of Khador. And starting off, we've got the Old Witch with Scrapjack, Kodiak, unit of Widowmakers, Fenris, unit of, or rather, first we have the Spriggan, Yuri, and then a Golden Lord, and a unit of Doom Reavers. That's what they're called. Unit of Doom Reavers with Yuri and the Golden Lord. And anyway, 35 points. Here's my Menoth list. We've got Thyra with a Devout and a Vigilant. We've got a Seneschal and a Paladin of the Wall. We've got Vilman and an Angellant Order of the Fist with a unit of Knight Exemplars. And then behind them, we've got Gravis, the Dragoon. Then we've got a unit of Exemplar Bastions and another unit of Knights Exemplar. 35 points. So here's the board we're playing on. There are 2 flags, it's close quarters, there is a kill box, and you get 1 point for dominating your own flag, and 2 points for controlling your opponent's, 3 points for dominating theirs. So rolling off to see who gets to choose to go first or second. We tie, then I win, and I decide that I want to go second. So here's the deployment. We've got Menoth lined up. As always, it's just a big straight line. Exemplars, then Bastions and Seneschals and Knights and that, and then all the solos on the far left. And then for Khador, he's got his advanced deploy guys moving up, heading towards the forest, and the main force of his warjacks in the back there. And so here we go, Khador turn 1. So first thing, Old Witch gives Scrapjack 1 focus, and then Scrapjack runs, or rather first we have the Doom Reavers. They move up, heading towards the flag. They're just kind of contesting / getting in the position so that they can charge me next turn. After that, we have Fenris. He marches, or runs rather, I'm not playing fantasy here, runs up and stands next to the Doom Reavers because he gives them all the ability to not berserk on each other, which is certainly a good benefit when you have a unit that could, in theory, just kill itself. The Widowmakers move up, getting in position in the forest there because they've got an additional defense while sitting in the woods there, which is certainly nice. The Kodiak runs for free, and now he has his Golden Lord move up and then give a focus to the Spriggan, because he does do a move first and then gives him the focus. So there we go. And then this Old Witch casts Reveal Secrets on the Spriggan, and then the Old Witch herself just moves up. And then we've got the Old Witch casting Iron Flesh on the Widowmakers to give them more defense while sitting in the woods there. And then the Spriggan runs up, heading towards the woods as well. And Scrapjack runs up, going up behind the Doom Reavers just to help them out. So here we go, moving into Menoth turn 1. 1 point for the Devout, who then uses Spell Barrier on Thyra, and then walks up 5 inches, just around the wall. Spell Barrier, of course, meaning that she can't be hit by spells. Thyra then casts Occultation on herself, just in case. I don't know if he has any kind of range attacks, because I've never played against the Old Witch before this game. And so I just kind of get myself ready for anything, standing behind a wall with Occultation. I should be pretty safe. My Knight Exemplars, I move them up, getting them just on the other side of the wall. And in hindsight, this was a terrible mistake, but at first it seemed like a good idea. And then my Seneschal marches right out in the front like he always does. The Angellant Order of the Fist moves up. He does Shifting Sands by sacrificing his action. Vilman moves up and he does Stone and Mortar, giving him +5 armor by sacrificing his action. Gravis runs up, getting everybody within that area, or at least the Exemplars, the inability to be knocked down or made stationary, as well as giving them all souls if they're killed within his command. My Bastions will also benefit from that ability because they're also Exemplar units, and so they move up. And then the Paladin on the other end moves up, and he does Impervious Wall, so only magical ranged or melee attacks will affect him, or magic spells, of course, magic abilities. Basically, he's immune to non-magical. And here my other Knights Exemplar, they're running, getting into the cover there, as well as moving up on this flank. Trying to see if I can close the gap between me and the Widowmakers, but they do have the Sniper special rule, so it might be a little bit hard for those guys. Here we are, moving into the Khador next turn, and he can upkeep Iron Flesh for free, thanks to the Old Witch's ability. and then casts Avatar of Slaughter onto his Scrapjack, and then has her move up and use her feet. So I can't charge, run, basically do anything within her control, and if I end my activation in her, or end my movement in her control, I take a POW 14, which is definitely not good for my guys right now. Now he starts off firing his snipers. First one needs a 3 to hit, hits, kills my guy because she has snipe. Fires the next one, going for the next guy, automatically do 1 damage. That's what they're doing when they do this. It's not snipe at the bonus range. But anyway, hits, kills that one, the next one gets promoted. And then after this, it's the next shot, so 3 of them will now have fired, which hits and kills him because they can do 1 damage automatically. And then the last one fires, taking 1 more shot, and kills him too. So there goes 4 out of 6 Knights Exemplar on the one flank, and definitely not a good thing for me. Golden Lord moves up, and he once again gives 1 focus to the Spriggan, who then uses that 1 focus to run up and stand in a better position to try and countercharge if I come after him. He doesn't actually have countercharge, but you know what I mean. Here comes Fenris charging at Vilman, but he wanted to get the impact attack against the Agellant. So here we go. He needs a 9 to hit because I am defense 17 right now, and he gets it. And then his dice damage, he does enough to kill him, but I make my tough. So the monk is knocked down, but he does not lose his defense thanks to having perfect balance. And it won't cost him anything to stand up. Here's his attack against Vilman. He does hit. It's dice minus 8, but he rolls gigantic and kills him anyway. So that is the end of my character Paladin. Here we go, taking a swing now with his Berserk attack, which does miss, and now his second initial attack, which also misses. So the monk does survive. The Doom Reavers then charge, one of them going after the Seneschal right here in the middle, and then a second one debating how he wants to go about this. I do not have reach, so I can't free strike him if he doesn't come within my half-inch reach. He moves up and gets in position there. The next one charges in, going right beside that guy, getting them in there because they do have Berserk. So every time they kill a guy, they'll get to attack again, and they won't attack each other thanks to the Cavalry Doom Reaver standing right there. Next one charges in, just trying to charge another one of my Exemplars, and they do have reach, of course, so he'll have lots of attacks here. Another one charges my Seneschal, and the last one charges my Seneschal. So here we go, first attack on the Exemplar, 5 to hit, he hits, and it's easily strong enough to kill me, minimum enough to kill him. Next attack, he's going to take a swing at Gravis, which hits, and then it's dice minus 4, and he does 11 points of damage, which dismounts me. And so he hangs out just outside of that guy's reach, but he is on infantry mode now. He then takes a swing at my next knight, which misses, and then his last one hits and kills him as well. Now he gets to make an additional attack against another one of my knights, which needs a 5, and he misses. Here we are attacking the Seneschal. He's looking at 6s to hit. First one hits, and then it's dice minus 4, which is enough to kill him. But he's not actually dead yet because of the way that the Seneschals function. So here we go. It turns out that Scrapjack is able to charge and see through forests. I did not realize he could do that, so Gravis is now in a lot of trouble. He hits me with his initial and kills him outright. So that is the end. And thanks to Avatar of Slaughter, he does get to move an inch. But because Gravis died, the Seneschal heals 1 and is back in action. So he's not actually dead now, and he will be able to fight on my turn. So stay tuned. Everyone's in position. Let's see how the rest of this bat rep goes.